to Suck Productions here with another one. It is Friday, August 14th. I am tired, I am hungover, but I am happy. Last night, me and a group of guys went and camped out at the Micro Center because we all wanted to get a collector box at MSRP and we knew the scalpers would be out in force. And boy, were we right. We got there at 2 a.m. and we were 15th, 14th, and 15th in line. And by the time I passed out at some point, but by the time I woke up, the line wrapped around the building. There had to be at least 150 to 200 people standing in line. Obviously, had we come in the morning, we would not have gotten the product we wanted. We all got our collector boxes. Unfortunately, they didn't get the Omega collectors in, the little single collector packs, and they didn't get the seam boxes. So instead, I went ahead and I got a bundle, which we'll open that up here in another video, and I got a draft box, draft night. So without further ado, let's get into the draft night. The collector box, we will not be opening that one. That one is going into the vault with the other sealed collection that I have. And we'll let it sit there and fester for a long time. Eventually I'll have my upstairs area organized like I want it. And I will have a nice display shelf where I can display all my sealed product. And it will be cool. And then I want to start expanding on that, buying sets that I've missed and kind of, eventually have a full lineup of full collector booster boxes and a full lineup of Omega packs. I've got a vision. It's gonna take a while to get there. So here it is. Here it is. We get our collector pack on top. We'll save that for last. As you've probably already seen, and I don't know how much more it's crashed today, but this set already crashed during pre-release itself. Like the Friday, we're at the shop playing the pre-release. I crack a collector box, scan it in, and within 2 hours time, boom, shit's collapsing. I made a post about it that went a little bit viral on Instagram, and people were like, it happens every set. It's like, yes, I know it happens every set. That's not what the point was. The point was I've never seen a set just crash out on pre-release day. So, that was wild. I think some things are going to go back up. Some things are going to stay low for a while. I do expect things to go lower today. Because there's an influx of more people opening more product, which means there's more stuff in rotation. And then eventually things will settle out like they always do. But we'll see if this set really gains value. Because it was not Lord of the Rings 2.0 as much as they tried to make it out to be. Play boosters. Surprisingly, you can pretty much pull everything in a play booster that you can pull in a collector pack, except for like the smog and the surges and stuff like that. You can get book covers in here. I don't know. I think you can pull a foil book cover in the play boosters from what I was being told, but obviously the pull rate on that is very low in a play booster. But let's get into it. Let's see what we can get. I'll stop for interesting things. At this point, I feel like anybody watching rip videos has seen the bulk and not interested in it. Like I said, if I see a card that I particularly like, or I see a great use case for, then we'll talk about it. Otherwise, we're chasing hitties. We're chasing big old hitties, hoping for the best. Oh, Dreaded Bat Cloud. I do like the art, and like it's kind of like a callback to the Mirkwood Bats. I don't know. I like some of the art. Like, I'm like, okay, this is really cool. What are we going to get for this first pack? We're going to start off strong, or are we going to start off beating our head against the wall? Philly the Pathfinder, decent enough card, but we're not moving mountains with it. Gnashing of Teeth. Alright, let me do my little separating over here. It makes me easy to sort cards at the end. So how do y'all feel about this set? There's a lot of mixed emotions on it. I think too many people got excited thinking that this was going to be a Lord of the Rings 2.0. It's not. It's a small set. It wasn't going to be a game-changing set. To me, it was really just an excuse to hit the nostalgia bump again and bilk us out of some money, right? There's some solid cards in here, and that's the other angle of it is the other side's like, this is a crap set. It's not a crap set. It's not a crap set. The limited environment wasn't too great, because it's basically goblins or bust. There's other cool things you can put together, but if somebody got a box, pre-release kit that had a crap ton of goblins in it with all the amass with removal and maybe a dragon or two, or like the Misty Mountains, whatever, 4 treasures, and you get a 6/6 card. You were pretty much going to steamroll the competition. Draft, I don't know, because then you're going to have people that played limited and they're going to go into draft and they're going to hate draft. They're going to know what card somebody's going for and they're going to draft against it. So, I don't know. I haven't done draft. My boy over at KG Games is trying to convince me to get in a draft tonight. I just don't know if I feel like it. I'm tired. But there are some cards in here, especially if you're into tribal stuff. There's always usables. And I feel like this set's got plenty of usables. My success on collector packs, my collector box was decent. Wasn't great, but it was decent. But on single packs, other than the 2 Omegas I opened this morning, has been pretty poo-poo. And I tie that to a particular shop. And I know that's not how things work, but I'm still blaming them. My God, I can go the rest of my life without seeing another Balin. His little Santa Claus looking face just pops up in every frickin' pack I open. He was in the damn Omega pack earlier. And ain't the rare you want to see. But yeah, one of the local shops, I bought like half a box of Marvel Collector boosters from them. Got okay hits, but it was pretty dull crap overall. And then 3 days in a row, because it's limit 1 pack per person, so I'd stop in each day, I bought a Hobbit collection from them. First thing is they started off selling them at $37.99, and then they jacked the price up on day 2 and 3, which I did not appreciate that. It's kind of scummy. But regardless, 3 packs, poo-poo. Just poo-poo. Pure poo-poo. And I'm like, you know what? Anytime I buy a collector pack at this particular shop, I don't get a damn thing. So I think I may just have to stop buying collector packs from them. It's like bad juju or something. There's a bad spirit hanging over the atmosphere of that shop, and it's just not meant to be. Who knows though? Let's see what we're gonna get here. Stone by Sunlight. See, I got no removal in my pre-release kit. I think I got 1 piece of removal and it wasn't even good. Tom Burton William. That's actually a pretty cool card. Pay 1, sacrifice another creature. Draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, then discard a card. And then when Tom Burton William die, if they were a creature, return them to the battlefield. They're an artifact. So, 5 for a 5/5. You only got to have 1 pip of each color. You've got a sack engine to draw cards, get advantage, and then when they die, they come back. They recur themselves as an artifact. So it's another thing that makes it hard to remove it that second time. Of course, it's not coming back as an artifact creature. It's just an artifact, but I think it's a pretty good card. We got the little fancy foil, great ugly looking goblin. It's probably worth all of 20 cents. There's our land. There's our token. I don't know. I just like ripping packs. At some point, I'll go get the singles that I missed out on ripping packs, but I think this is my last hurrah. What I've got here, anything else I get after this in the bundle will be going into the sealed collection and just sit there pretty on the shelf. Which some people are cool with that, and some of y'all are going to be not cool with that. I don't particularly care. I'm not a scalper. I don't go buy stuff and then turn around and immediately flip it for market value. I buy stuff and I sit on it for a long time, and then eventually those things go out of print. And when they go out of print, guess what? What I've got becomes more valuable. But most of the time, I still don't sell it. I sit on it because I like looking at it. I like it being on a shelf that I can admire it. Kelly the Resourceful. Another. Ooh, oh! Elven Passage. I haven't pulled this yet. But yeah, it sits on the shelf, and maybe one day if I need money, I'll sell it. Pay 1 life, sacrifice this land, search your library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. You may behold an elf if you do untap that land. I mean, cool for an elf deck. That's a lot. Got to do a lot of stuff to get that land out there. I'm sure there's use cases, but haven't pulled it yet, though. It's nice to pull something I haven't pulled. I don't mind that. I'm going to see what it looks like in a mana box, like to complete the set. I'm most of the way there. I'm sure I can pick up singles for a lot of the low value stuff, and then maybe eventually complete the set with the big stuff. But, you know, obviously that small card's probably never going to see my hand, but you never know. That would be pretty freaking cool, though. Pull a chase like that. So far, that Silver Scroll Force of Will is the best thing I've ever pulled. Gigantic Big Bear, 5 and 2 green, spell can't be countered, hexproof haste. So just a big old nightmare pop on the board. Oh, double rare. Cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. I hadn't gotten one of these, and it's in the nice little fancy frame. My Precious, pretty cool card. Costs 3. First you cast that instant. Sacrifice creature. You get to draw 2 cards. Then you throw it back on as artifact. Equipment. Equipped creature has hexproof and can't be blocked. Equipped is 2 and pay 2 life. So this is definitely something you're probably going to see running around a lot, I feel like. We've got our foil. More foil. That's the stuff. I don't know if my Precious is even like a money hit, but I was wanting that card, and I'm actually glad I got it in that print, because cool. I like the frame, I like the art. Nice. Very nice. Very nice and taut. We'll see if we get a book cover. Book covers seem to be really rare on the play boosters. I didn't look it up, but my buddy said that the pull rate is just atrocious for these in play boxes. But I do think it's cool when Wizards doesn't paywall a lot of cool stuff, right? It's cool to have like your crazy chases and crazy stuff, but for the most part, I feel like everything should be pullable in a play booster, even if the pull rate is super low. At least you got a chance in the play booster. And then if you're just the kind of guy that buys, or girl that buys play boxes, you still have a chance in, you know, draft whatever to pull something crazy, and you're like, wow. And it feels even better because you're pulling it in something that it's not very easy to get it in. Dying Ironfoot. Let's see, 2 in a red. When Dane enters, create a colorless equipment artifact. Oh, so this is the one that creates the axe, and then whenever he attacks, each equipped attacking creature gains double strike. Definitely good for equipment decks. Don't think it has a whole lot of value at the moment, though. We'll see if any of these cards end up getting used in standard. Like, there's going to be different formats that find certain cards in this set that just synergize really well with something. The meta will spread, EDH Rec will spit it out, and everybody and their mother will start throwing it in whatever deck they're building, and then the value will jump on the most random of things. This card's actually, I mean, it's expensive, 2 and a black for a 2/2 flying, but whenever, you know, a creature dies, you scry 1, so you can kind of sculpt your deck in that manner. I think it's a decent card. I used it in my pre-release, and it served some purpose. But it just, my pre-release kit was not good. Like, I had a Dwarf Path, but I don't really play red white very often. I should have went for it. I should have tried to get more comfortable with it. But Getaway Barrel, 3 in a red. When this artifact is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, reveal the top 13 cards of your library. Put a random creature from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So you get it out, but then you got to get rid of it. So I don't know. Oh, double rare. We got Smog the Wicked Worm. I don't think I pulled this one yet. Wait, is this? No, that's not the big Smog. Which one is this? Hold on, I'm looking it up. Yeah, the Rakdos one. 258. When it enters, create X trapped treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts your opponents control. And then whenever you cast a spell, if mana from a treasure is spent to cast it, you draw a card and lose a life. I mean, it's not terrible. We got the Ordinary Bear in foil, so he's not that ordinary. Land on the adventure token. Oh, we can get a book cover between the draft box and the bundle. I think we'll be doing pretty good. I got a good one out of my prize pack at pre-release. It was random. I got 1 pack because I got 1 round win, and it had the heat in it. And I was like, okay, well, felt better about the night after that. kind of justified. It's like, oh, that one win got me something good. And the other packs I would have got, somebody else got, and they wouldn't have had anything in them anyway. So I was like, all right, cool. The old fat spider. Old fat spider can't see me. Oh, that's good collation there, Wizards. Celebrate the Mountain King. Alright, it's a blue. Most decrepit old bird in the fancy frame. I don't think I've seen this one yet. Mill 4 cards and put an instant sorcery from among them into your hand. Creature gets +1/+1 as long as there's 7 more cards in the graveyard. Alright. At least it's something new. Something I haven't seen. Cool with that. One step closer to set completion. Got a lot of plans on how to organize my collection, guys, but it's a lot. It's a lot to do it correctly. You got to get the good binders and all that. I like to organize by set at some point, and then kind of just do full set binders, and everything else would go in. You know, the other way I sort stuff in boxes and trade binders and stuff. But I eventually want to get all this cardboard together and have it nice and presentable if I'm gonna have it all. Another old fat. Big old colossal frickin' chunky spider. So slope. Got the map. Wizard staff. That's a card that dropped pretty heavy, but it's a good card. Double rare into a Queen of Dale. That's a hit. That's a $20 or more hit. So I'm definitely cool with that. Got a foil bear, foil full art land. Never mad at those. We'll see. I think we've got 3 packs left. Got a couple hitties. I think I paid $109 for this. It's free MSRP. Usually, like, even these will come down in price, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna tax this set, even though I don't think at the end of the day it really should be that taxable. But it's just got that frickin' Hobbit name on it. Man's a premium. I'll tell you what I am gonna do though. If stuff like this does drop, you know, to the $70, $80 range, got the Roving Rampager. Oh! Okay. Okay. Not foil, but we're cool with it. Gandalf Goblin's Bane. 2 in a red. Flame shape, sorcery. Look at the top 2 cards of your library and exile them face down. For as long as they remain exiled, you may play them if you control a wizard. And then that's the adventure. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Gandalf gets +1/+1 to the end of turn and deals 1 damage to an opponent. So definitely be good in a Spell Slinger's deck. I have not pulled that yet, so I'm happy to see it. And then we got the foil Eagle of the Great Shelf. Alright. That was a solid pack there, I feel like. I don't know what that card's going for, but I like it. It's Gandalf. Book cover. We got at least 1 book cover in this. But back to what I was saying. If this stuff does price collapse at some point, I'm going to load up on sealed and just sit on it. Because I feel like over time, this set will age well. Reverend Hal, especially anything that's got a collector pack in it, because you're never going to see all the smogs get pulled, because people are going to be sitting on product, so they'll always command a premium, because that chase is still there. Still a chance. Still a chance. You'll hit the big old dragon boy. Oh my god. Go the rest of my life without ever pulling another one of these. This card's my bane of existence. I hadn't pulled a single one. Went to pre-release. This was part of what smashed my face in at frickin' pre-release. And now I can't get away from it. Every pack I open, seems like there's another frickin' stone giant in there just to laugh at me. Just to tease me. Yeah. Alright. Last play pack, and then we'll get to the juice. We'll get to the sweet stuff. What everybody's been waiting for. If you made it this far, before we get to that, give me a like, a follow, a comment, subscribe, help me grow. I'm trying to get better at this long form content. Try to be entertaining, informative, and get this content out that y'all want to see. Right now, there's a lot of pack openings. Eventually, I want to shift into making, you know, other types of content. But this is what I got for now. Very busy with 2 jobs. Belladonna Took. Whenever a token you control enters, you may gain 1 life. If this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn, if it's the second time, draw a card. If it's the third time, put a 1/1 counter each creature. This is going to rabbits. I am going to have to make some changes, and I feel like I need to put that in rabbits. Got the foiled out dog. Yeah. There's a couple of cards in this set that I'm just like, yeah, that's a rabbit card. Alright, let's get to the prize pack. We won the prize, ladies and gentlemen. We came in first. And we won the collector booster out of this draft night. Thank you all for attending. But I will be taking home the prize. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for something. Something good. Guardian of the Halls. Mirkwood Mediator. Front Porch Sentries. The Old Patient Instructor. Thorin's Last Stand. Bothersome Noisemaker. Down, down to Goblin Town. Thranduil's Decree. Sylvan Reveler. Got our land. Oh, it's not the first rare you want to see ever. Killy the Resourceful. Through the Forest Gate. Look at the top 20 cards of your library. Put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tab. Then shuffle. You gain 8 lives. That could be good in Hearth Hole. It's expensive, but it could be good in Hearth Hole. Bag-in Banquet. When this artifact enters, create 3 food tokens. Add waste for each food you control. Okay. Ho! Ho! Woo! Oh man, it's not foil, but God Almighty, it's a ring. It's a ring, boys and girls. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I've never pulled a One Ring before because I wasn't playing when the original Lord of the Rings dropped, and I didn't open that many packs, but we got a ring. We got a ring. Okay. This draft box was great. Fantastic. Finish up with the Cantakers, Keepers, but we don't even care. We don't even care. That's cool. All right, well, that's a good way to wrap up this video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.